Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hair Chat with Kiani. I'm your host, Kiani Washington, founder of Chat Skin and Hair Co, cosmetology educator. And I just want to say, I hope you guys are now getting in your mind, pilling on me. This is our thing now, y'all. This is our thing. This is a structured way of studying and practicing scalp and hair care. Okay, so I want you to just envision with me looking out into the marketplace and visualizing products. What do you see? When I visualize products on the market, I see hair products. I see hair products. If I go into Sally's, Sephora, Ulta, the local beauty supply, Cosmoprof for professionals. If I go into CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, your local, stores, your grocery stores, your Walmarts, we have Winn-Dixie and Kroger's and Publix. And if you think about that store and the aisle where beauty cosmetic products are, when you look down that aisle, don't you see hair products? Or is it just me? I see hair products. I don't see a lot of scalp products. I see hair products. So if the marketplace is putting more hair products out there than scalp products, then what do you do when you have a scalp issue? Have y'all ever thought about that? I know y'all probably say no, Kiani, because only you sit down and think about stuff like that. I do. And I think about it because, again, I'm always thinking about scalp and hair care and what that looks like and what that means for you, the individual person, that everyday person out there buying and trying to figure out things at home, and professionals that are already in the salons and those that are in school training. I always envision when you need to do something for your scalp, when you need to do something for your hair, when you need to do something for both. What does that look like, and does it exist in the market? Like, is it on the shelves in the marketplace? There are hair products, a lot of them, and there are some scalp products. I think they're starting to increase now I think it's more so because of your awareness, that because you have evolved and you have realized that I need to start figuring out how to take care of my own scalp and hair. Now the marketplace, the manufacturers, the distributors, they are thinking to themselves, if our customers, our consumers are more concerned with their how to figure out what to do with their scalp and hair, then we need to have the products on the market. That's pretty much what it is. But I'm still going to say there are more hair products than there are scalp products. If you think about, if you go down the aisle, even the shampoos and conditioner is not for the scalp. Conditioner is for the hair. It is made for the hair. So even if you go down an aisle and you see scalp and hair conditioner, you have to be very aware that that product has, if the ingredient in that product is geared more towards hair, then what is it going to do for your scalp? So when you start to say, my scalp is itching, it's flaking, it's irritated, there's scalp buildup, my pores are clogged, all of those different things, you have to think about the products that you are using. I'm not saying anything is wrong with them. What I'm saying is, if we're trying to figure out scalp and hair care, if we're having issues with our scalp or our hair, what products are we using? What are we using them for? And where are we putting them exactly? If they're for your hair, you want them just to be on your hair. If they're for your scalp and your hair, then you can evenly distribute them. If they're just for your scalp, you want to try to make sure that you only put it on your scalp as much as possible. Not to say that you won't put some on your hair, but you don't want it to just be laying on your hair. You want it to be on your scalp. I know you're probably like, what the heck does this even mean? And why are you even saying that? Because if you do have a scalp issue and you go into a stylist, they are probably going to tell you to go to a dermatologist, because dermatologists study scalp and hair, study like skin type conditions, right? they're not generally focused on your hair. They're going to give you something to treat your scalp. And while you're using a shampoo or some type of cream or whatever they might give you for your scalp, what does that ingredient in that product do for your hair? I've had people come to me because they've gone to the dermatologist. That ingredient helped their scalp, but it messed up their hair because dermatologists are you're going to them and you're telling them I'm having this issue on my scalp. They're probably going to do some labs and do all this other stuff, and then they're going to give you these products to fix it, or they're going to say some internal stuff going on. They might give you some type of vitamin or some type of medication to take. But at the same time, what are you doing to your hair? What are you doing for your hair? Are you doing it? Is somebody else doing it? Do they know what that medication or cream or shampoo, medicated shampoo, do they understand what that particular product is doing? Do you understand what that particular product is doing in relation to your hair strands? Because you can cover up your scalp, but you cannot cover up messed up strands. It's virtually impossible to distract or to cover up your strand issues. It's really realistically it's impossible. Let's just say it's impossible. It is. So if all of the products on the market are more hair driven and I have a scalp issue, where do I go? Well, one, this is again why Pillonomy exists, because I want you to be equipped. I want you to have the tools. I want you to have the resources, because you can too take care of your scalp and hair at home, in addition to finding that person that understands scalp and hair care and not just style. There's nothing wrong with a stylist because they do a marvelous job. Trust me. I was a stylist, and I love being creative with my skills, but I also was one that tried to brush up and learn as much about the scalp and hair care as possible. I think I failed in a lot of those areas. I did the best that I could, but over the years I've just learned more. But I'm saying that if you have some type of issue and there's only hair products on the market, there's nothing wrong with hair products. Sometimes you want a little volume. Sometimes you want your hair to just be in place. Sometimes, you need your strands to be a little more healthy. All of these different things. You want those different things. You want curls, you want straight, you want textured, you want all of these different products exist. But again, I'm saying, as everything that I'm saying, and you think about everything on the market, that is geared towards your hair. It has absolutely almost nothing to do with your scalp. So when we start having hair issues, 9 times out of 10, we need to lean over and figure out what's going on. And if there's a scalp issue, and the only way to really tell is to know, to have an understanding, to know the difference, to be able to see the difference, to be able to have a structure to follow when it comes down to scalp and hair care. Because we're trying to do what? Maintain the health, the integrity, and the function of our scalp and hair, but it has to be on the inside and the outside. But we forgot about one other specialist, a trichologist. You can too go to a trichologist because they have a holistic way of caring for your scalp and hair. And if you go to them, they're not just going to care for your scalp. Some of them might even consider your hair. Some stylists have become trichologists because they realize that they want to be able to treat both your scalp and your hair and to be able to style. Doing that is very helpful. But again, we never had a structure until I created it. I'm gonna just keep saying I love the fact that we have a structure. That's all it is. I just love that fact. Okay. Now that we have a structure, we can judge every single scalp and hair issue, every single quality of our strand, every single quality of our scalp by these 3 things. Those three core principles, the three core P's: cleansing, hydrating, and moisturizing. 9 times out of 10, it's something is going to fall in one of those categories. And once you figure out what that thing is, then you can start to judge whether it's a external issue or whether it's an internal issue, because you have to treat them two different ways. But what I said before, the market is full of hair products. Hair products. So if you have a scalp issue, you do need to go to a dermatologist. If you have a scalp issue, it is better to go to a trichologist or a dermatologist or to a hairstylist that can point you in the right direction to either one of those professionals, but also be able to still treat your hair, take care of your hair, and make your hair beautiful all at the same time. Because if there's something wrong with your scalp, if there's something wrong with your hair, you are very much aware of that. You wear it every single day. You go through it every single day. It bothers you every single day. It messes with your abilities, your mental and emotional abilities every single day. You don't want to add to that having to figure out what to do with your hair. You want somebody that can do that. So, what is the moral of this whole video? Sorry, y'all, my earbud is trying to come out of my ear. The moral of this whole video is there's more products for hair on the market. And if you are looking for something scalp related, you have to go to a professional in which that is their job. But again, even through all of that, it's time for us to start understanding it too. We can take control of our own lives. We can take control of our own well-being. We can take control of what is going to happen with us. And we can have a clear understanding of the things that we need to do ourselves when it comes down to our scalp and hair. That doesn't mean that we won't have a stylist to help us with our style and even help us with our hair care. But we want all the players in the game to be on the same page, and we all know what to do. We're all collectively in agreement that the goal is to have healthy scalp and hair. So everybody needs to be on the same page. And if everybody is not on the same page and this person is saying, I'm going to fix this, and is only specific to one thing, then you yourself, either you got to be the player on the team that is aware and knows how to get to that scalp and hair health, or you still need to have other players on that team that have the awareness of how to get you to a healthy scalp and hair. But if nothing else, you yourself can be the player on the team to advocate for the healthy scalp and hair. We're going to do this as a team anyway, because if there's an issue outside of what these hair products, a hair product cannot treat a scalp issue. Now, can it treat a hair issue? Yes, it can definitely treat a hair issue, but it cannot treat a scalp issue. So if you have a scalp problem, any type of scalp condition that is ongoing, that has been persistent, that has not gone away, and it's 30 days or more, I wouldn't even say 2 weeks really, but 30 days or more, then you have to take that to some type of professional. You have to take it to a dermatologist, a trichologist. Talk to your stylist and see if they recommend someone that for you to go to. My second video was out about seborrheic dermatitis. There's a lot of you out there that deal with that. Your stylist can't fix that. That's definitely a scalp issue that you have to go to the dermatologist about. And sometimes you even need to go to your primary doctor in addition to your dermatologist, because you got some internal stuff going on. And some other people, but I'm not, listen to the video. Go back and watch the video. But again, if there's only hair products on the market and I have something going on outside of hair, I just need to shampoo my hair. If I just need to shampoo my hair, just need to clean my good old scalp and clean my good old hair, and I go in the store and I look on the shelves, and that product says conditioning shampoo. My scalp don't need to be that. Mm-mm. If indeed, I'm not saying it does, it is possible for that ingredient. Not likely. I was gonna try to make that work, but I can't make it work. I was gonna try to make it work to where I was gonna say that if it is a conditioning shampoo, that it can condition your scalp and clean it. It can't. I'm not really that fond of co-washing, but that's just me because yeah. If you're trying to clean your scalp, you're just trying to clean your scalp. But if you want to condition your hair, you just condition your hair. You don't condition your hair in the shampoo, you condition your hair in the conditioner. 9 times out of 10, the reason why that conditioner, it says conditioning shampoo, is because we're trying to figure out how to manage our hair while we're shampooing our hair. That's a whole nother subject. And actually, the reason why I created the shampoo routine is because I realized that sometimes we're trying to manage our hair, like manage how we can control it and take care of it, and it being slick and easy to, comb through it, easy to manage through while we're shampooing. So there are ingredients in there that we lean towards to do that. Not necessary, but I'm gonna leave that one alone too. For now, again, this all goes back to why I created Pilanomi. Again, we gotta have some structure to the way we care for our scalp and hair, because if not, we'll just continue down the rabbit hole, and that rabbit hole is not even fun. We just down there and we just continue down there, and then we out on the limb by ourselves, and then we're trying to get back, and then we're looking on social media, we're looking to some, the influencers, and we go down another rabbit hole. Y'all tired? I am. I am. I really am. I'm like, how long? How long will we? How long? How long? How many more decades? How long are we going to do this? We don't have to. We don't even have to. We don't even have to no more. We don't even have to. Seriously, we don't even have to. We have a structure to follow. Go by cleansing, go by hydrating, go by moisturizing. Categorize what you see on your scalp and your hair and just say, which one of these issues is appearing before me, and which one do I need to take care of? You still got to do them in order, but which one is causing me this issue? Am I not clean? Am I not hydrated? Am I not moisturized? And then once you figure out which one it is it an external problem only, or is it an internal problem too? Ooh, that was good too. That was good. I like that. Anyway, so Pilanomi, Pilanomi, those three core principles, three core P's. Everything falls up under every single thing. Good, bad, ugly. Everything, every single thing you're going to do, have to do, need to do, getting worse, getting bad, getting good, is going to fall under one of those three core principles. Everything that you're going to do is going to fall under those three core principles. If you only have hair products on the market, then you can't cover all three of those things. So we have to start being visible. We have to start looking. We have to be more vigilant about what's on our shelves and understand how they benefit us, and whether we need that or not. Sometimes I need to breathe on that, because it's a lot for me to say, knowing that this has just been going on forever. And not that it was purposely done, but it's heavy. It's a heavy load, because we actually We didn't have to, and we don't have to anymore. Y'all get it? Like, we didn't have to before, but we definitely don't have to anymore because we got a system. We got a system, y'all. We got a system. Yes. Okay. So again, there are more hair products. Say that 6 times. You cannot. If you can, put that in the comments that you did that, because you cannot. You cannot. I'm telling you, you cannot. Anyway, so there are more hair products on the market. Does not mean that we don't have scalp products there. Just be vigilant and see and understand what you need. You put those into categories. I will be putting out a free mini course here very, very soon. So be watchful on my IG, on the YouTube channel. Just follow me because pretty soon I'm going to be putting that out there. It is totally free to us all. It is free, 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 free 99, free to all. And I want to make sure, that we all understand and we all have this knowledge. Not just me, not just a few of us here and there, but we all have this knowledge and all are capable of breaking things down into categories and figuring out exactly what we need to do for our own scalp and hair. Even though there's the majority of the products on the market are for hair, there are still things out there for your scalp. Just be more vigilant, just pay more attention, and have a greater understanding of the needs of your scalp and of your hair. And y'all, drink some water. Do me a favor. Drink you some water, eat you some vegetables, and eat you some fruit. Get you some protein in your diet. I'm telling you, ask your doctor. Ask your regular primary doctor if I am correct. I'm pretty sure they're going to tell you, yes. Yes, I am right. All right. Recap. There's more hair care. There's more. See, I say it 6 times. There's more hair products on the market than there are scalp products. But that does not mean that there aren't enough products on the market for us to take care of our scalp and our hair. If indeed you have a scalp issue, yes, talk to your stylist, but again, ask them if they have any recommendations of a dermatologist and a dermatologist or trichologist or both that you can go to in addition to your stylist, and knowing what to do for yourself, because the whole team needs to be on the same page and be headed towards the same goal: healthy scalp and healthy hair. Okay? All right, y'all. That is going to be my time for today. But I want you guys, please listen, follow me. This mini course is free. It is free to you, free for you, to you, and anyone else that you love and care for and think should have this knowledge. Again, free to you and everyone else. That is my time. I'm Kiani Washington, your host of Hair Chat with Kiani, and I will be seeing y'all next time. And on my social medias, follow me on IG, Hair Chat with Kiani. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and the Spotify channel, whichever way that you like to listen to podcasts. And follow Chat Skin and Hair Co. on IG, on YouTube, and be looking on the website. Be vigilant for the website waitlist that is come. There's one there now for professionals, but there will be another one there for you, everyday person, and this mini course on scalp and hair care. Okay. Again, that's my time, but don't be forgetting to follow me now, because look, trying to get y'all these little nuggets. We've been looking for the nuggets and I got them for you. Let's get them. Come on, let's go. Share this with your people. Let's be a sharer. Be a sharer and a carer. Okay? All right, that's my time. I'm Kiani Washington again. Until next time. Bye.